Hello, everybody. Welcome back up here. And I'm in Chicago right now. It's beautiful to be able to travel, but also doing some things, doing some work. Here we had a great interview in there today with Guy, and I'm trying to still to pronounce his name in there properly, but talking about this, when you seeing the things and you're trying to build a new future and following from the last 2 days energies, and there is this little bit reminders about the universe. We are going to be experiencing a very interesting day. Talking about this interesting date, it is the intuition is going to remind us about the universe. You see, when a certain things, when you start working them out in your life, and you're trying to put them in order, there is a reminder about the divine order. And when you getting on your own way, you go up in the mountains and trying to find out on the top of the mountain, you're seeing God. What do you see? You see the universe. There is something more out there. And this is going to be the moments of the universe remind you about it. Today is going to be interesting because the moon, it's going to be early in the morning. She's going to be of divine communications with Mercury retrograde, talking about these reminders about the divine. As you see it here on your chart, that's what this energy is going to be in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning, we're going to have a Mercury on divine energies with the moon within the intuition and a yacht that it's going to be coming from the midheaven, which is your daily life at 7 o'clock is going to be about these particular points about relationship and how you communicate with others, how the things are with others, your ways of expressions. Expressions cannot be only a verbal. Expressions can be your body, can be your energy that you are emitting out. Is the same thing applies towards within you. But since the moon, it's going to be on Taurus, you're trying to work it out. Really, 3D matters. This could be something that has to do with the 3D wave of life within the material. We're talking about you're trying to understanding situations in there. But Venus, Mars, we're talking about is going to be squaring the moon. And this is why the moon, it's like, okay, this doesn't work and that doesn't work. Or else I need to figure this out in the material world. So you get this energies from Libra, which is about the relationship, and you get the energies of Mercury retrograde is reminding you, what about the divine energies? You need to stop thinking about this material stuff. Since the moon have this intense pressure energies from Venus and Mars at the same time, you're going to be experiencing a conflict within the masculine and the feminine energies at the same time. Highly sensitivity, it's going to be you pay attention to these patterns inside of you about like there is no time. This sensitivity of rush, hurry up. There's going to be a this sensitivity of internal fights within your way of processing. And in that video, he explained very well about this. You got to have this balance there between what you're going to be taking, the positive or the negative in there, and what you're going to be making the balance so we can go and within very, very powerful energies. But with this being said, in the morning, you're going to be waking up with that energies as Mercury retrograde is working very beautiful, very powerful. The retrograde energies with Mars, you're going to feel like the masculine energies are really coming down, while Venus is trying to go back in there. Is like, I want this to be like before. I want to have what I had before, but I want to have it in the future. So basically, those energies right there together with Mars. Mars is going to be the reminding of what it needs to be, and the base star of the past is the same thing as Venus. So Venus is trining the past. She's more office because the trine is more powerful aspect than the sextile. So Venus is more focusing in there within the past. So you have to learn that maybe some of the things in the past you need to take it with you. Take that positiveness in the relationship. And she has sextile with the North Node. That means that half away of this energies in there, she's putting towards the North Node. While Mars, it's taking sextile, which is he takes a little bit from the past. He is retrograde, and he brings a different energies towards the North Node. Okay, so with those energies is going to be interesting because this is going to help of a lot of evolutions that it's going to be triggered throughout the day. And in the next hour, that's going to be at 8 o'clock, we're going to see that the authority is coming up. Of course, we all at work at 8 o'clock, the sun, it's coming out in there. You will see those energies in there. So who else is showing up? Your boss, right? The authority, the thing that it's coming inside of you. And of course, at work, what do you have? Relationships. But with that being said, we are going to have not that yacht like as the previous hour. We are having right now yacht towards Uranus, towards the universe. So basically, the relationship with the universe is going to be coming out towards the authority. So you're going to be working with that way of communications to putting it inside of yourself in there, and with those energies that is going to come out towards you, they're going to be telling you look it up to the divine. Okay, you don't have to go to this dead end street to realizing the divine. It's tell you it's that end. Okay, you have to look at it of the opportunity. It says like I've been there, I know this is that and the situation. But when you going up in the top of the mountains, you can't go anymore to the top of the mountains. And you're seeking what else is out there. It is the universe. And this is why this energy is in there. You can take a look at the picture of the beginning of the video that it's going to be posted in there. You see that man is looking to the light towards the universe, right? And this is how some of us is going to realize I reach the material possession stuff in the material world. What else is there for me, since I know and I got everything that I wanted to achieve here as a material. And divine, it's reminding you you have something to do in the spiritual realm. All right, so with the next hour, it's going to be at 9 o'clock. We are going to have divine energies with Mars, who is currently experiencing a lot of pressure. If you're working on the masculine energies right now, I am the masculine, I am this, I am that, so forth. There is a things that's working, but there is going to be this external pressure. Be mindful about those external pressure that's going to come from intuition. It's going to come from the shadow side, which is Lilith and a Scorpio's energies, and it's going to come in that it's needed transformations, and at the same time from Venus. So all of these energies that's going to be putting into the masculine, sometimes they're too much. So in this case, learning as if you are the right feminine energies in there, learning those feminine energies to, okay, he's got so much in its place, I don't have to constantly remind him what he needs to do. And same as a masculine energy. If you sensing so much pressures in there from the feminine energies for you, just like, I'm dealing with a lot more stuff right now. I will be helpful if you understand me of what we are going through. I'm working on it. I'm developing all this, and currently my intuition is just overwhelmed. I'm overworked, and that it's coming from the moon that it's creating all this, because it's going to be applied to both feminine and masculine. But this time the difference is that Mars is a retrograde. He's going into kind of like a positive regression. Okay, you're going to regression within without any other help to see the things from the past. And with that energy that it comes in with Mercury retrograde, things is going to be transiting that way. So you don't have the conflict within the intuition, but you're looking at the intuition to tell you, here, there is more out there just looking for. That's going to be the universe. All right, next hour at the 10 o'clock the energy, the ascendant is going to be at Capricorn. The work environment is going to come out within, but there's going to be also shadow things. Maybe something within the work environment is not right. Maybe something within the work environment is not the greatest. Maybe there is a shadow thing that goes on. Maybe you're realizing that the work that it's there is just the big shadow, and you have kind of like a no controls over it. You have only control of maintaining your own self. You accept what it is, and you adjusting yourself to what it is, not to what you wanted, not to what your picture is of it, and so forth. You are liquefied into this. Let me explain this liquidity in there. It's coming from the Pluto's been in Aquarius. In there, it is the air. You see, the air moves, but when you put the air under pressure in there, it backs it off. It's the same thing. The air, if you take the air out of a space, you're creating vacuum. Okay, and when this negative pressure is created within the vacuum, everything what it does collapses. So with those kind of like situations, be mindful about the work in there. There's going to be some things that they will require to move, but you don't want to create this implosion of this collapsing of the air by creating this vacuum, but you don't want over pressurized things, but you have to flow. You see, you have to flow. It's like the nature's flow in there, picking up this moisture from the ground and then brings in it up into the sky to create the clouds. The clouds, they meet this hot and cold air, and they're producing rain, where it comes in to as water. The water protecting life, and you have to be flexible. Flexible as the air to do that work. That important work with this. All right, talking about the next hour, that transformations is going to be looked at with Pluto and Venus rising in the horizon. The midheaven is going to be with Mercury retrograde. You're going to be working that energy at 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, as that divine energy is still with the moon, it's not going to be very strong because right now it's kind of like at the edge. It's going to be star limiting, but just in the right time to remind the intuition. Remember what it was at 7 o'clock. You should have looked at these divine energies within you. You can't just look at it for answers in the material world. Sometimes the answers is not here. Sometimes the answers are written in the sky, in your destiny, and you know it. Most of you, they know that when you're walking on the walk of life, you know how to resonate certain things. And you know what resonates within you and what it doesn't, within according to your line of life, this current timeline that you are within. So with this kind of like energy, Mercury is going to be reminding the intuitions where you are, where are you standing, and how the things will be progressing of this. It's good to create plans. Let me tell you that. Right now, you're going to be revising things and create plans. They are going to be according to what the divine authority with the universe is, and you're going to see it at 12 o'clock. This is right here what I'm talking about. Making a plans with the universe, but the universe is also a retrograde. So with all this power of the retrogrades in there, particularly we're talking about Mars, Mercury. This is a masculine personal energies in there, and with Uranus being a retrograde as well. We are talking about these energies that are really move. And now since Neptune is also going direct, the shift of direct is the visions are coming back to life. You learn, you saw the wrong vision, you saw the wrong ways, you saw the wrong things, you saw the mistakes, you learn it. But they are also coming from where? From the subconscious in there. So with this moving forward with Neptune, we are going to be start feeling a lot of release, and that. All right. It's 1 o'clock. The ascendant is going to be at Chiron in there. Midheaven is going to be at Capricorn. Go back to work after lunch. It's 1 o'clock. You're looking at what you should do in there, what kind of work you will do. If that is connecting within the divine, you're going to get the clear messages of Mars. And this is what Mars will look. Mars is going to say like, yeah, I'm doing my divine work. Okay. You're going to be able to catch those positive energies. The inner work is going to be working with the moon. It's going to be telling it, hey, look at that intuitions in there. Those divine energies between Mercury and the moon, they're going to be gone. They're not going to be affecting anymore, but you're going to start feeling energies that's going to be coming between the moon and Uranus. They're only 10 degrees apart, but you're going to start feeling like the intuition's telling you, go in there. Since the ascendant is with Chiron, that is going to be about healing patterns. They may be too much of expressions of talk, learning lessons in there that has to do with all that to lead to a growth. All right, 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, the ascendant is at with the moon. You're going to see the moon rising in the horizon in there. As you see this energy of the midheaven, it is about what else you have to do. You see, some of the stuff they're not healed in there. The midheaven and the Lilith opposing Chiron is going to show you what else you have to clean up, what else you have to take with you, what else you have to bring with you into that north node where you are going. All right, 3 o'clock. The ascendant is going to be a Gemini, challenging Mercury retrograde, communications with Saturn. Some of the things you don't want to talk. Some of the things somehow, it's kind of like, I don't want to talk about it. But you need to talk about it. Okay? But after you revise it. So as a Mercury is going to be going direct, that energy with Saturn later on is going to come out. It's like you are now ready, you are now ready, you are now ready. But when the sun it started moving in there, particularly we are talking about joining the sun at that Sag and passing later on to a Capricorn. That is going to be when Mercury is going to be talking about the work. Okay, the work that you need to do, the service that you need to do. So whatever you have right now, wherever you got in those two zodiac signs, pay attention to this, because from your expressions, from creation of plan, you need to execute them. And where are you executing them? You executed them as a cardinal change in a material world. Where does that happen? Capricorn. Okay, that's what this is. The house of the pros. All right, 4 o'clock. Midheaven is going to be at Aquarius. That's going to be very good energies with Lilith, and you see the shadow stuff in there, but also with Jupiter. Jupiter, it's still a retrograde. That means that something that is being grown up, it needs to be revised. How far are you on a project? Let's say you do a project, okay? And when you do a project, you're going to a certain point, and then it's like, what else do I need? Then you do a little bit, what else do you need? But you also go back and review, oh, I've done this, this, and this. I've done this and that, but I still have to do this, 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 and this. That's what the Mercury retrograde is. That goes together with that Jupiter retrograde. Okay, you're revising the growth that you have made in there. So with those energies that it's coming toward us, now the divine it's tells us what is the purpose for it. You're going to see it as a vision. You're going to be dealing with those energies much later in there. But as the ascendant goes into a Cancer, is about the family. That it comes from Pluto and the Mercury retrograde. See, the transformations is about to change things in the family, because see, one family positive environment creates a positive family environment. Kids, these generations of family positive environment kids, they develop a proper family oriented and life-oriented society. So where is the thing? He's gotta go into the family, right? But it's all about what do you bring in where within yourself. Where is yourself right now? Yourself is focused on where you're going in Aries, the North Node. So with Mercury and Mars being in and trying for the North Node, that is that revision. What did I did, what I need to do, and how I need to get to create a better world for a better families. Powerful energies is gonna come in because the inner work that is in Pisces of the subconscious, it's coming towards Mars. This Mars is very particular, and we are gonna have some a very good months when a Mars is retrograde. Okay, very good because we are going to see a certain ways that are coming in there for a better future to come. So there's gonna be some Mars they want to fight. There's gonna be a Mars who wants to fight Pluto. There's gonna be a Mars that wants to fight the feminine. There's gonna be a feminine energies that want to fight Mars. It's like, oh, you are not doing good enough. Oh, you're not doing this enough. In there, oh, these things that is in there and so forth. Does it really? Because when you do the changes in there within yourself, you do a lot of changes. And currently, Mars has been going through a lot, and he's gonna continue to go through a lot. But for those who's been growing, you're gonna be seeing it even in the next hour. For the this work is gonna be paying off. As of right now, as you see it, this is a 6 p.m. The inner work is gonna be between Saturn and Neptune right there. So the things in the subconscious starts moving forward. You're gonna see it like shift all of a sudden, just like there's gonna be a lot of things that come in the material world that's gonna be comes in and start working on. But don't really hurry up. Wait. Wait until late January to make more things. Because right now the moon joining with Uranus, she's gonna be meeting what Uranus has as a visions. Okay, this is what you have to wait for it. And since the ascendant that is at Cancer and points that divine energies towards the sun, and the moon is got the divine energies with the sun, and when that energy comes in together later on with Uranus, you're gonna see this reminder about the vision, about this authority. When I reach the top of the mountain, what else I have to do here? And you're gonna find it. You have a divine purpose in here. And that's what some of the people forgot about it. All right, 7 p.m. The energies that it's up here, that's going to be focused on the North Node. That's the inner work in there. Powerful energies. God bless your soul if you're in the right positions. If you see the other side of the views between transformation, love, and money with the war, with this warrior type that you're fighting within and there within that personal ego, particularly of people who are learning to managing the ego that turns in instead of to a war, it's turning to a bodyguard. Okay, you to have a clear mental healthy boundaries, and that's what Mars will do. But at the same time, Mars will redo his own process. Where is this is coming from? Why I have desire for war? Why I have this desire for things? Is a masculine nature to go for war? But are you going for a war as a protector, or you're going for a war as you want to win for you? And now you see that the wars that you fight, you to win for yourself, that wasn't the right ones. You weren't the protector. You are the warrior. You are the conqueror. You want to conquer more. You want to win over others. And this is what Mars will realize big time. All right, 8 p.m. That is going to be the midheaven with Chiron, the moon. It's going to be sending also divine energies towards Lilith. That is going to be looking at them. That Lilith has been there. What is wrong with the relationships? Okay, a lot of the things in the relationships, they could be wrong for so many reasons. That could be from 2 generations ago situation, political, economical, psychological, emotional, energetical, gravitational, and so on and so on. Okay, so when you see this, how you doing things in the relationships. So with this pointing out towards this energy of Lilith, this is gonna be that fight within you. Okay, you want to keep something within the shadow, while the authority is gonna be like, no, don't keep it. I want to know about it. I want to see that. I want to see this darkness. I want to fix this darkness because where I go to, it doesn't rate with the universe, and I can see this. Okay, I can see this there. All right, as the midheaven is gonna go in the next hour. This is a 9 o'clock at night. In there, you start going and having a process, but those processes can trigger these feminine and masculine energies. As the moon was there today, you are revising how well did you go? Did you go, or did you create the war? Did you create the conflict? And if you create the conflict, why did you create this conflict in there? And what is it wrong? What is this energy has to do with the material possessions in there, the moments of survival? Did you did right? Did you did wrong? Did you learn the lesson? Is more important. All right. Well, the divine is going to be a remind you. That's going to be at 10 o'clock as you see these divine energies that it's coming from Uranus and the moon as they are coming together. So expecting tonight you to have a lot of visions from the divine. Be mindful when I get an awakened in there at 3 o'clock or 3:30 out there. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's going to be one of those nights when the divine is going to be talking to your intuition, how to put the things in perspective in there. See these communications and expressions that is said that at Sag, they're talking about exactly about this. Okay, so pay attention, go. If you have to meditate, if you have to do some cleansing in there for it, if you need to go out for a walk, go out for a walk. However is in your case. This is because of the purpose that it comes in from the ascendant towards the North Node. You're organizing now with the universe what it need to be. You are revising right there with the universe how the thing should be. Because in your own plans, there was no universe before. There was no this spiritual in there. It was your survival modes where there was no spiritual in there attached into this. All right. Next hour, things can be hectic. Yes, I spoke about this before. We are talking about Gemini, Sag, Virgo, and Pisces energies in there. The things are intense. They're going to be continued to be intense because of those triggers, but they are going to be start coming down one by one. Okay. The divine energies, they're going to be coming from the shadow. They're going to be coming towards the sun. We are going to have this from the previous hour. But your job, it is to look at it. What is it going on with my transformations, the feminine energy? You see, the most energy that is going to be at this hour, that is going to be this connection here between Pluto and Venus and Aquarius. Take a look what you have in Aquarius. Right there, it's going to be telling you the transformations is there, the love and the money is in there. But there is something you're fighting. What are you fighting? The warrior who right now working his work, who needs the time to go to the library and study, the warrior who needs to go ahead and redo some of the things. And this is what you have to pay attention. But from the beginning of the day till the end, right there, the divine is going to come in and to remind you, have you include me in your plans? Okay, and this is what it's going to be. A lot of the people that who's going to be reaching this kind of like a mountain, they're going to forget about that the divine is also a part of your existence and there. So this what is the Asto-Gravitational report, guys. And that's what is for right now. If you have any questions or anything or comments, I would love to hear your comments. And hey, Joe, Thank you for the comments. You've been doing a very great job in there. Perfect. I love your comments, and it's a great thing for the people to see and there. So, with that being said, if any of you have questions, please put them below the video, or if you need some personal assistance, take a look at our website, aquaspiritunited.com, and there is a contact form for us. Thank you guys for watching. Be love, and I will be seeing you